Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me. The first time I thought that maybe you couldn't hear me because I have my earpiece on. So every time I put it on, it seemed like no one can hear me. So I'm just making sure that you can hear me. So how's everybody been? I hope everybody been well and good. Um, I was just coming in because this is my weekly video, and I wanted to make sure everyone was doing okay. Everyone is doing fine, and I wanted to check on you to make sure um, that everything is going, well. Um, Everything has been okay with me. Um, it's been little hiccups here and there with the, you know, the talk. Um, in the world. Okay, let's not turn this into one of those videos I had before with the yarning stuff. With the yarning videos. Let's not turn this into that. Because I ain't come on here for that. I'm not gonna be on here long anyway. Because it takes so long to load, and when I record it's usually at night, so by the time you get the recording it'll be in the morning sometime, unless I record something short. So I just wanted to come on to say hey, and uh just wanted to point out a fact, something I wrote on my post about just rumors spreading about me being a very very um, you know loose loose woman, I guess you would call it. um, I guess they, I don't know where they getting that from, and like I said, if you watch any previous videos, not clips, not shorts, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Please don't turn this into you on a video, please. But like I said before, if you watch any of my videos, if they let you watch them, and I got this dress on because I just finished taking some pictures for you guys, so that's why I got this on. And I told you guys in one of those videos that I was um, actually like under a spell, like my so-called mom had put me under um, root magic, or whatever she called it. She had did something to me to make me be promiscuous and make me be like in that vibe, where as though I can go out and be like that, to sleep with guys and they get paid for it. And my brothers were collecting money from the guys, so they were sending guys to me. And I didn't know that. I was actually on a dating site. It was just a local dating site. you know how you go to a dating site like not Facebook or anything, just a dating site like um what's that one dating site? I think it's Black People Meet, like that, like a dating site like that. And I was on a dating site like that, and they knew it. They knew that I was on a dating site because back then um they knew it because they was spying on my phone. So they knew that I was on a dating site. I mean, actually, my cousin was actually on the phone surveillancing who I was talking to and everything. And my ex husband, my older kid's dad was on there as well, surveillancing who I was talking to, so they can actually contact them and get them to, you know, talk to me. And being that my mom had me under this spell work where I was lustful, and that wasn't me. And I can tell it wasn't me. Even though I was coming out of a divorce, I was with my ex husband for over we was together since I was like 19, and we got married at 20. I got married at 22, and we was together until I was 35. And so we was together for a long time, and I broke up with him and I left him because he was so mentally abusive. Um, he wasn't physically abusive, but he was mentally abusive very much. So I left him, and I said I waited for about a year and a half before I even dated anybody because I was like, you know what, let me wait and clear my mind and see what I want to do, if I even want to date anybody, because I've been in a long relationship with him. I don't even know if I want to date. So um, I waited a year and a half, and my ex best friend back then was telling me about, why don't you go on a dating site? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not going on a dating site. Who does that? And this was back, I'm eating ice, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm eating ice in my mouth. And I'm like, who does that? She was like, a lot of people go on dating sites and meet people. I said, that seemed kind of like desperate a little bit. And I was embarrassed to tell somebody if I did meet somebody on a website. I was kind of embarrassed to say, like, if I met somebody on a website, I'd be like, where you meet him at? On a website. I would be embarrassed. But actually, I got, used to it. So, anyway, to make the long story short, they tried to put out a thing where though, and then I had on the website, I had like, I'm not gonna lie, I had like sketchy pictures. I did. I had sketchy pictures because I was um actually back then I was trying to do some photo shots and some modeling, some not modeling like catalog modeling, or I was going to go into business on my own and do modeling and stuff like that. And I did have some sketchy pictures. They wasn't new pictures at all, but they was kind of sketchy, whereas though I would maybe have on um, a bra and panties with heels, and they was sketchy, you know. And like I said, I think and I know the reason why I was doing that. And my ex best friend was in on it as well. She was saying that we was going to do it together. Me and her was going to actually go ahead to make some money. We was going to go ahead and do these photos and um, go ahead and do it together. So I'm like, cool, if you do it with me, I'll do it, whatever. But she wind up not, she wound up doing, stuff on the websites as well, but not as much as I was. But she wasn't looked at as like I was. I was looked at as like the promiscuous one, the one that's sleeping around, the one that is um a H, a H and whatever. And my family or whatever they are, they started, you know, talking, little hints and stuff like that when they was the one that set it up, for me to be like that. And that's the reason why I said these people are whack. And that's why I don't mess with my family. They set me up so many times, and they did me dirty like so many times. I mean, my mother from my brothers, and I mean, I don't know if that's my mother and my brothers. I really don't, because, like I said before, family don't do that to other family. I really don't. I'm a kind-hearted person, so maybe that's my personality. I would never, ever do something like that to a family member or something like that and set someone up. I would never, ever try to kill a family member. So they try to unalive me. They try to put me on blast. They basically trick me out or pimp me out. That's what they did because they collected money from these people. I mean, this guy asked me, I mean, I was so offended when he asked me that. He said, like, you know, here's the money to give it to your brother. And I was like, what? Well, I don't want no money. What are you talking about? It was so frustrating. It was so degrading for him to say that. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then them to taunt me and say little smart things at events and stuff like that, that we would have little events and stuff at little events at 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 our houses and stuff. And they get all tipsy drunk and they always say, oh yeah, like, she, yeah, talking behind my back, talking about, oh yeah, she want to go to the hotel, motel, holiday, and just saying little stuff, just little smart stuff. And being back then, I didn't have the personality that I have then, like I have now, whereas though I was sticking up for myself because I didn't want to make any trouble, because they was my I thought that was my family, you know. And I kind of like brushed it off and like whatever, I'm gonna let them say what they want to say. I know who I am, you know. And like I said, I was under a spell, and I was under a spell for a while, and I didn't know that. And that's why they was collecting money from me for a long time. And then I get on the internet today and I hear about someone talking about me, about how promiscuous I was, and how um H I was back then, and I'm nothing but a S, and this and that. People don't know about her, and this and that. Who, I mean, even though I'm not saying I, even though I'm not, I didn't do it on purpose, because it wasn't my fault of my own. It's nothing that I did. I didn't go out here and sleep with these guys on my own. I was under a manipulation spell from what my so-called mother put on me, just to be mean. And it just to just to put something else in the corner. So because everything like this, everything that's falling through right now, that is catching up to them, it was plotted and planned as it posed, as they wanted to be. It was plotted and planned. They wanted me to look like an escort. They wanted me to look crazy. They wanted me to look like I was a bad mother. They wanted me to look like I was poor. They wanted me to look like I didn't have uh, any type of any type of any type of morals, or any type of um, integrity, or anything. They just wanted me to look ghetto. Um, oh my God, I'm about to cry. It's so sad. But they just wanted me to look like I had no self-esteem for myself. I was just the worst person in the world. I was just out here tricking myself. And I was out here doing the most on my own. I would never sell myself short. I treasure my worth. I treasure my body. I love my life to the fullest. And there's nothing that I would do to jeopardize my life and put my life in danger by sleeping with all those guys like they did, like they said I did. I was under spell work ever since I've been a kid. They've been putting spell work on me. And that's the truth. I don't know how, by the grace of God, that I've been fighting my whole life. The grace of God, that I healed myself. And that God helped me heal myself each and every time they put a spell work on me. I break out of it. But I didn't know that they was putting spell work on me. It's some things that I don't remember. They put inside my mind like only good memories. They try to put inside my mind only good memories of what I was, and whatever. And
so I can forget the bad memories, how they used to beat the hell out of me. They used to torture me, outcast me, have men just take advantage of me, and so many things that they think that I don't know about. That's why I said that's not my family. Family don't do that to people. And they wonder why I don't talk to them. I left them. I left the state of Maryland and got the hell out of there because I knew something was going to happen to me. If I didn't leave in the nick of time, when God gave me that inkling, that intuition to get the hell out of that house and move. I didn't have any money. I didn't have anything. I had trash bags. I didn't pack any boxes. I rented a car and I put my stuff in the car and I packed up my stuff in trash bags. And me and my son, not my little one, but my oldest, my little one wasn't born yet. But me and my oldest son just drove. And I drove to my new place. And they were all wondering, like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? And I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. It was too much plotting on my mind. It was too much plotting on my head. And I knew if I would have stayed any longer, I would have been dead. I would have been, they would have tried to do something to me or some way, somehow. Maybe God would have saved me in some other way because I've been tried. I've been so many times I've been tried. I've been they tried to kill me so many times. Choking me. Yeah, I mean things like that. I mean people RAPE me and choking me, and they knew that men had did that to me. They choked me and I blanked out and I still live. So I lived a long, tremendous, heck of a storm. And I'm not an emotional person because I try to let these burdens go. And I'm not harboring in it because I let it go. I let it go. But just because I forgive them doesn't mean that I have to be around these people. Doesn't mean I have to be around these people. These people are still trying to unalive me to this day. They have a hit on my. They have. They got. They got a hit on my head. They got a bounty on my head for someone to take me out. They don't care who it is. As long as you can take her out, they'll pay you. Just take her out. But God is not going to let that happen because there have been too many people that try to take me out. Physically, they try to come to my house. It didn't happen. Something happened to them. They try to send fake men to my house to act like they know me. I think I don't know you. We met a long time ago and this and this and this and that. I'm not as stupid. These people think that I am what I used to be. I'm not. I have changed and I let these people go out of my life. And these people don't understand why. I don't know how they don't understand why I let them go. I let them go because of the things that they have done to me. How could they not understand that? Friends and family and outsiders, strangers that I don't know. It's people that hate me that I don't even know. They tell stories, so many stories, just to get people on their side. And these people don't even know me. They know nothing about me. And they tell them and people believe them. These people believe them like crazy. They just believe them like, oh yeah, I'll pay you this much if you gang stalker. I'll pay you this much if you just keep walking past a house, or if you do a spell, or you do a couple spells on her, I'll pay you this much. And these people don't even know me. They don't know what I'm about. They don't know who I am. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know who I roll with. They don't know what my life has been about. And to be honest, I don't roll with anybody because I don't trust anybody. Only person I trust is my children and the Most High God. Because if you're going to come at me, you're going to have to come at me correct, because I can smell a snake a mile away. And that's why I don't want these people into my life. They can try to pin and play and try to come back into my energy and think that they because they're hurting right now and they need some, they think that because I'm a healer and all these things, that they think that now they need my help because they see that I wasn't lying. They thought all this time I was lying. But these people knew I was a healer. Ever since I was a child, they knew I was different. Ever since I was a child, they knew I was different. That's why they used to do so much spell work on me, to make sure that they wreck my brain and mess my brain cells up so everything could be just fuzzy. They didn't want the gift that I have to be announced. They don't want the gift that I have to be out there. And not just them, a lot of people don't want my gift to be known. But when it's ready to come out, the Most High God is going to make me reveal it. Because He brought me here for a purpose. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission here. I've been here multiple lifetimes. And every lifetime, people try to stop me and stop me and stop me and kill me and kill me and kill me, because they know that I'm special and they know that I have special powers and special gifts inside of me that people do not want the world to know. And then they call me crazy. I'm always looked at as weird because I'm special, because I'm close to God, because God got me right there by His side. I can't help it. I can't help who God made me to be. I can't help that. And these people punish me since I was a child. They punish me because I'm different. because I'm a healer and I want to heal people, so they punish me, they beat me, and then they do spell work on me so I won't remember. I remember only the good times with these people. I don't remember the bad things that they did to me. The molestation. Over time and time and time and time again, they don't they don't want me to remember that. And that's why people want me unalive. Because they don't want the word to get out. They don't want me to remember all the stuff that they did to me. They don't want me to know that I've been kidnapped. They don't want me to know the real me. They don't want me to know my name. They don't want me to know my identity. Y'all, this is being straight up with you guys. You guys see me on here and I push hard because I go hard because I love God. I go hard for God. And sometimes when I get on here and you guys say, "Well, why don't you smile?" Sometimes I can't help it. And it's not because I'm broken. It's just I don't know. I don't know. It's not that I'm an unhappy person. I'm a happy person. I'm a happy person. Nobody is going to bring my personality down. No one is going to bring my joy out of me. And that's the thing that they're so puzzled about, is why she's always happy and joyful. I have a tearful moment right now, and I'm unhappy about because I'm talking about it. And it brings back disgusting things. But I'm not like this every day. I'm a happy-go-lucky person. These people cannot weigh me down. No much how much they want to talk about I'm a hoe and I'm this, I'm that. They can say what they want to say. They can say I do spell work on people. They can say all that stuff. They can say I'm a dark witch. They can say all that stuff they want to say. They are putting stuff on me that they are doing. These people are demons. You can look in their eyes and see the demon in them. In their eyes, you can see how devilish they are. If you look into their eyes are dark. And these people are nothing but Satan. And they try to put it off on me and act like I'm the one that's doing all this stuff out here. I'm not the culprit. I'm not. These people harassed me all of my life, stole from me, stole my identity, put things in my name, call me broke when they're stealing from me, but I'm broke. But you're getting cars, you're getting houses, and everything in my name. How are you getting that in my name if I'm broke? I got more money than any of them out here. That's why they don't want me to have it. They want me to be on the street. They want me to eat out the trash cans on the street. They want me and my little one. I don't know about my big kids, but they said they want me and my little one to eat out the trash can, have a can, and beg for change on the street like a bum. They want me to be a bum. That's why they trying to get me put out my house. They want me with no home, no place to stay. These people are evil, they're vile, and they're venom. And I'm not the only one that they're doing this to. I'm not the only victim. I'm just the last victim that got them caught up in court and getting these people locked up in jail or in hell. These people stopped this RICO crime stuff because of me. I stopped this RICO case. I had to put a stop to it because I knew something was going on in my life. These people were stealing from me, and I knew something. And like I said that day when I had my spiritual awakening, like I said on the other video, I said, excuse me, I said to my oldest son, I said, I knew I was destined to be rich. I knew it. All these years, I kept telling myself something is wrong with my life. I knew I was destined to be rich. This is not my livelihood. This is not how I've been supposed to be living. I'm supposed to been living a hell of a life. I never supposed to work the day in my life. Where I come from and where I was supposed to be born at, I never supposed to have a job in my life. I never supposed to work a day in my life. These people stole my livelihood. I supposed to have businesses and everything out here. I don't supposed to be living like I live. And I'm not complaining about how I live right now because I don't live a terrible, 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 hideous life. But this is not destined to the way God had it planned for my destiny. When I came out my mama's womb, I was a trust fund baby when I came out my mama's womb. And I wasn't supposed to lift a finger since I came out my mama's womb. And these people took advantage of that. Once they found out how much money was left to me, they took advantage of that, and they took advantage, and they knew I didn't know any better. I got one check from that so-called mother for $116 that she said was from your grandmother. It's from your trust, from your grandmother. This is a trust check from your grandmother. This is the only check you can have. Do you want it now? And this is when I was 16 years old. And I said, yeah, because I needed it. I didn't have a job back then. I said, I thought $116 was a lot to me at 16. It's the only money I seen. out of all that money they probably been living off of. She had jobs. Yes, she had jobs. But she probably had jobs because of the simple fact is she didn't want to look like she was living off of me. How many minutes am I? Oh my God. Okay, guys, I'm at 40 minutes. And it's going to take a while to upload. And you probably don't even see it. It's crazy. Because they block so much stuff. They just block my phone. They just do what they want to do. They just do what they want to do. They just do what they want to do. They just block my phone. Like they said, I was an easy target. And I was an easy target because I had no one in my life. But they didn't know I had the most powerful thing in my life, and that's the living God. And my spiritual team that I have. They didn't know that. Just because I didn't have physical people on this earth to help me, they didn't know that I had people in high places. And that's in the spiritual realm that can wipe out people at any given time, especially the Most High God. I could call upon his name at any given time and say this person or that person was talking about me, and that person did this to me, and that person did that to me, and pray to him all day and every day and let him hear my prayer. And he's getting to it. He will step to it and let them know. I don't got to call upon nobody else. I have faith in God. I have faith in my ancestors. I have faith in my archangels. I have faith in me. I have faith in my whole spiritual team that's backing me. And like I said, and like I play that song, and I play that song a lot, God don't play about me. You mentioned something about me negatively with my name in your mouth, you're going to wind up feeling some type of punishment for even mentioning something negative about me. And I mean what I say. That's how close I am to God. I'm not ordinary. Like I said, I'm not ordinary. I'm a different breed than half of you people out here. Not an earth angel for nothing. Not I don't have these gifts for nothing. Actually, God put them in my body for a reason. And many other people that's out here walking this earth that's just like me. And you wouldn't even know that they have special gifts and special powers that you wouldn't even know. And you sit up there and treat them like they're weird. And you treat them like they're special or something like that. And don't even know the potential that they have in their life. You don't know that they're high ranked in the spiritual realm.
You don't know how much praise they get in the spiritual realm. They might not get as much praise and honor on the 3D, but in the spiritual realm, they get the most high power up there. You don't know how much praise and honor I get in the spiritual realm. Okay. I'm gonna let go of this video because I'm on 45 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's going to take a while to load, but I did take some pictures, and I put some inspirational music up with my pictures. And I wish you guys all the best, and I wish you guys a good night wherever you are. And may the peace of the Lord be with you, and may you have a blessed weekend and a great night and a good morning to come. And I see you guys. I'll see you guys when I put my pictures up, I guess. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. May the peace of the Lord be with you. God bless.